Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Season 4 of the After Hours Gaming League. This is JW Schmo from Team Raytheon, and we are in Week 1 of the preseason. We've got a fantastic matchup here for you today between Raytheon and a newcomer to the season, Vision, all the way from Denmark. They stayed up late to compete, and we are thrilled to have them with us today. So let's go ahead and get started. In the bottom right-hand corner, playing for Vision is Skaterk as the Blue Protoss. And in the upper right-hand corner, playing for Raytheon as the Red Zerg is DantheMan. So ladies and gentlemen, some history. Raytheon, for those of you who have followed, has been playing in Season 3 and Season 4 of the After Hours Gaming League. Vision is joining the league for the first time here for Season 4. They're newcomers, and so we welcome them. We hope that we've been able to help them get accustomed to the process in this preseason matchup. And hopefully we've been good hosts in introducing them to everything that we have going on here. So for those of you unfamiliar with the After Hours Gaming League, it's a charity tournament. Company employees who have day jobs are competing here today and throughout the next couple of months for a cash prize. And that cash prize will then be awarded, not to the company, not to the players. It will be awarded to the charity of their choice that they have picked out at the beginning of the season. So for Vision, they chose Doctors Without Borders, and if you will bear with me, I will give you a little background. Doctors Without Borders, it's an international independent medical humanitarian organization that delivers emergency aid to people affected by armed conflict, epidemics, natural and man-made disasters, and exclusion from healthcare in more than 60 countries. A private, non-profit organization, Doctors Without Borders was founded in 1971 as the first non-governmental organization to both provide emergency medical assistance and bear witness publicly to the plight of people it assists. A very noble cause indeed. Vision, we thank you for picking such a fantastic charity to represent. In contrast, Raytheon has decided to once again represent math counts. They represented math counts last year when they went all the way to the B-League Championship match. They did lose to Yelp, unfortunately, and we were unable to bring home that prize for math counts. We're going to make another run at it again this year. And we are very proud to say that all four of our teams, our three League of Legends teams, and our one StarCraft team are going to be supporting Math Counts throughout the season. A little bit about Math Counts. It's in its 30th year, and it's best known for its competition program that makes math as exciting as a school sport through a series of local and state competitions in all 50 states. Math Counts also rubs the club program that provides free resources and structure to any school that wants to have an organized math club. And recently, Math Counts launched the Math Challenge, a free online contest that has students create their own math teaching videos. So obviously another excellent choice for a charity. Raytheon is looking forward to this season to be able to support Math Counts and their endeavor to teach middle school kids about the wonders of math. And as an engineer myself, as a day job, I can tell you, math is a necessity. Not to belittle music, not to belittle English, obviously important. Literature, beautiful, I love reading, but math is definitely a necessity. Alright, so we have a little bit of action. It was a little quiet there at the beginning, but it does look like we got a little poke here from DantheMan with his 4 Zerglings. They're going to get pushed back. One does die. Skaterk decided to lay down a photon cannon in response. That might be a little bit of an over-exaggeration. However, you can never be too conservative with Zerg, or as the Great would put it, you can never be too aggressive with Zerg. That's a joke. Alright, so we got Warp Gate finishing up for Skaterk. We do see his natural getting plates down. It does look like DantheMan decided to cancel his second expansion, third base. It looked like he was a little wary of the delayed natural from our Protoss friend. He would have seen these two. Let's see, does he see it? He does see. He did see these two assimilators, and was probably being a little conservative against a DT rush or some Oracle play. That's evidenced by our Spore Crawler lined up against two Spine Crawlers. So some very defensive play. It does look like we have two armies that are just gonna stare at each other and see who blinks first. Obviously Protoss has the advantage because their stalkers can research blink. Alright, so we do see a Roach Warren completing here for DantheMan, and we have extractors going down for gas. Alright, and we got a third going down here as well, and some pretty good map control here by our Zerg friend. Protoss a little bit weak on the map vision. Definitely needs to be scouting a little bit. Can definitely afford to poke, given the fact that there's not too much going on here militarily wise by our Zerg friend. We've got some transfer here of the probes to the natural. Always good. It keeps you honest, keeps you going. It does look like a Twilight Council is going to be finishing up here for Protoss, for Skaterk, and robotics facility will be dropping here shortly. Alright, we've got some evolution chambers. This is excuse me, very conservative play on both sides. I don't think anyone is interested in losing their army. Maybe a little too conservative. Certainly doesn't make for interesting play. We do see a creep tumor going down. Evolution chambers finishing off. We'll get some research here from our Zerg. You will notice that Skaterk a little bit high on the mineral count, gas count. Could definitely bring that down. His military a little bit light at the moment. Let's see, units. Yeah. We got 3 stalkers. We've got, again, 6 roaches and 3 queens. And the probe count a little bit. Well, this is pretty decent. I mean, we do have two bases. However, he's just getting killed relative to the Zerg. I mean, Zerg's just really pushing the drone count. Alright, what else we got here? Oh, little change, a little poke, huh? Want to see what's going on. Nothing too crazy. It does look like he is going to see the robotics bay. So he does know that Colossus can be on the field here in a short amount of time. Does look like Skaterk is going to push back. We have a 4th from DantheMan. My goodness, macro for the win, ladies and gentlemen. We have a serious amount of macro going on here from our Zerg player. Very greedy, very greedy economically, but still very conservative. Not a terrible amount going on here. There's just some Roach Hydra push play. Sitting here with some zealots. We're all just gonna, these zealots, they're sitting here and they're going and they're looking for Russia. And like, we can see them. They're over here somewhere. And but we're just gonna watch. We're just gonna stare into the mist. We're just gonna stare. So that's what we do. I mean, the roaches, they're just chilling. Fine. They're all fine. All right, we got some injects. I mean, this is nothing too exciting and nothing to write home about. some typical play. We do see some more gates going down. We're at 5 gates. We're at 5 gates. There we go. We're at 5 gates. We got a Colossus out. We're feeling good about ourselves. We're saying we got a Colossus out. He can throw whatever he wants at me at this point. Alright, so let's see what we've got going on here. We do have, this is interesting, this is good strategy. We have an infestation pit going down here. That's going to allow Vipers to come out for our Zerg player. The Vipers are going to be huge to take on this Colossus. This is fairly typical counter strategy for Zerg in a land death ball play here by Protoss. Obviously, our Zerg player doing a fantastic job of keeping a bead on what's going on in the Protoss base. Does see the High Templar. Protoss really creating a stronghold here. There's some epic turtle going on here by our friends here at Vision. Some serious turtling going on. Not a problem necessarily, but Zerg, it just with playing against Zerg, you can't give him 5 bases. Now, the interesting thing here for our Zerg player is his forces are only just now starting to matriculate. He's actually almost, well, now he's supply block. So there's no point really at this point for our Zerg player to do anything but attack. It does look like Protoss is at about 106 supply. Looking at units, 2 Colossus, 8 Stalkers, 1 Immortal, 12 Zealots. I like the Zealot composition. Could use maybe 1 or 2 more of our High Templars, but you know, that's alright. Alright, we got some movement. Looks like our Protoss guy's going to poke out a little bit. It's going to go south. Looks like our Zerg player is going to go up and he's going to go north. And here we have the spinning wheel of death and destruction. And 2 armies will pass the night without a care in sight. Does look like skaterk is going to find this lone overlord, the poor overlord, the poor individual. But now here, this is interesting. DantheMan is going to catch these Colossus off guard, completely off guard. 2 Colossus are going to go falling immediately. This army is completely out of position right now. It does look like he is going to get that 3rd Colossus here with the yank of the Vipers. Excellent utility of that tech tree. These roaches just decimating the rest of this army. Skaterk, it's not looking good, sir. Not looking good. The Mothership Corps does make an escape, but DantheMan, he's taking a decisive control of the map. We have a Protoss that is currently stuck in his base. DantheMan looks like he's going to go in, dekes him, throws the head fake, backs off. He was waiting for the ground carapace. He knew he only had 10 seconds left before that would finish, and he was waiting for it so that he had extra protection. That's how we roll, Raytheon. We like to have all our ducks in a row. We want to have as much armor plating on our battleships as possible before we do anything crazy. And it does look like we have an engagement at the natural. Excellent storm here by skaterk. Let's see if he can get another one off. He does. Decimating a good amount of that Zerg army, but it's just too overwhelming. That natural is going to fall. And skaterk is looking to be in a bit of a dive. Ladies and gentlemen, game 1 of preseason week 1 is going to go to DantheMan for Team Raytheon. Vision is going to have to find a way to recover from this loss. Now I should note that it is preseason. These games will not matter in the regular season. They will not count for the overall success of the team. However, this does give the team the opportunity to kind of try out the website system, the registration system, and get some playtime in so they can kind of get a feel for the architecture of the matches. So we do see a GG and a little bit of conversation. Looks like Skaterk is going to let his entire base fall. And we're down to one pylon. It all comes down to this. And ladies and gentlemen, this is JW Schmo from Team Raytheon. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.